Alrighty, it's time for a very long overdue update on my 1999 Ford E150 Econoline. It's got the Ford 5.4 liter V8, which runs brilliantly. I'm not unhappy at all. Just to do a little catch up, I just installed this center console. It doesn't match the old one, which is lying on the ground there. It's going to go into the trash. But the old one had a swing out door with a broken latch, and it was always popping open. I've got it in place. I don't have it latched. I'm going to have somebody else latch it for me because I can't reach it to get the latch to engage. But it's on all 3 pins, and it's stable enough for now. The stereo is not original to the van. I did a check on 1999 Ford Econolines on the Ford website, and in 99 they didn't offer the CD AM/FM stereo, but they did offer the CD cassette AM/FM stereo. So somewhere along the lines somebody replaced it. Not unhappy with that decision. It works brilliantly. It works great, and it's all good. So what we have for floor, I don't think I'm going to be able to show it very well. Before I start on the floor, we've got a Raycon 6-way power transfer seat, which is now functional. The switch for swiveling the seat left and right there, was broken. So my buddy Clint replaced that for me, and now that's working, and I'm able to easily transfer in and out of the driver's seat. We also added blocks to the pedals, and that's going to be a really horrible thing to try and shoot. I've put rubber pads on the brake pedal, stick-on style. I got it from Amazon. I need the brake pedal block moved to the right about 1 inch. It's a little bit of a stretch for my right leg to get over that far, and I can't reach the gas pedal well enough to put those pads on it, so I'll get someone to do that for me. Shouldn't take 30 seconds. It's really easy. They come in strips like 4 inches long, and you just sort of peel and stick. And they seem to work pretty well, although I think they're a wee bit on the soft side. So for floor, yeah, see, I'm not going to be able to get a look at the floor. It's got a 4-inch drop floor that extends everywhere except the driver's area, and an old defunct Easy Lock automatic tie-down system, which has been disconnected. Somebody's cut the wires, and the switch is sort of laying under the knee board on the driver's side for the release. I'm going to go ahead and get someone to help me remove that, because I'm kind of working in here trying to get things set up, and my Invicare Aviva Storm doesn't have enough torque to roll over the top of that thing to get in here close. The knee board on the passenger side is missing as well, but I bought a spare. It's in the back of the van, so we're good there. Headliner is in poor condition. Of course, the van is 29 years old, so I'm not gonna complain too much. Also, the heater controls for selecting heat and air and vent and whatnot, the vacuum line that does all the switching is not functional. There's a split in the line, or the tank's bad, and to replace it, if I took it to a shop, it'd be about $1,200, because it's on the opposite side of the firewall from this, and it's behind all the AC stuff. So I did some looking around, and that whole thing can be bypassed completely with new vacuum line T-fittings and one-way valves, and it won't take more than 20 minutes or so to replace it entirely. Just bypass it and hook it to the vacuum line coming out from under the dash on the passenger side. So one easy job. All right, so we've got a Raycon Unilight lift. I don't know what era. It's very old. This had once been on one of my vans way back in the 90s and had been living in my carport. When I bought the van, it had a Crow River lift in it, but the lift was a complete basket case, didn't work most of the time, and would just drain the battery overnight. we got all the back switches wired up, so I can open and close the door from back there and from here. I don't have the front switches wired up yet. Consequently, we've got a lot of trim down because we needed to get behind there to get to the wiring. So my buddy Clint will come by and reattach all the trim so it'll look fine again. The headliner from the driver's area back looks to be in great shape. I mean, well, okay, fair shape. It's got some holes, but nothing major and nothing I'm going to complain about. It'll be fine. Previous owner or previous owners had put on this sort of stick-on privacy window tint. I'm going to have to take a razor blade to it and pull it all off. I can reach this window, and if I open the back doors, I can reach those windows, but I'll have to get help with that window and that window. We've got tie downs. They're old school style, but they work. That's parts for the auxiliary battery. We don't have that in at the moment. The one that was in the van was totally dead, so I need to get over to the local auto parts store and buy a new battery and have my buddy Clint reattach it to the bottom of the van. It does have a new starter battery though, so we're good there. And that's about it for the interior. I mean, the lift seriously needs a good cleanup. I'm thinking with bleach, because it looks pretty nasty. I did lube the chains. They were pretty grody and weren't working particularly well. They still don't look great, but they are working smoothly now. Also, the power locks don't work. I don't know why yet. It might be a fuse, but I doubt it. There's a power lock over there, and the power windows don't work. And that could just be old power windows. I don't know. Although, it could still be a fuse or a break in a wire somewhere, much like with the power locks. I do have a set of newer mirrors, Ford E150 mirrors, or Econoline mirrors, that I'm planning on installing. They're for newer vehicles, so I'm going to have to drill an extra hole in each of the doorposts to mount them. But they didn't cost me anything, so, and they were brand new. I've had the van for 4 years, and as of weekend before last, I'm finally able to drive it. It's been an uphill battle. I might shoot video later on about the outside work we've done, and there's still more to do. I gotta shoot another coat of paint on the roof so that it doesn't rust or anything. But yeah, I'm not doing too badly here. That mount over there and that cable, my belief is they were for an old backup camera, because there was a backup camera under the back bumper, under the license plate. I take that back, and the lens was completely fogged over. It was just a crappy plastic lens, and UVs got to it and destroyed it. Don't even know if it worked, frankly, because the head unit's missing. So I'll replace that, but I might replace the whole stereo system with an Android audio system with a built-in backup camera and GPS. We'll see. They're not terrifyingly expensive. They don't really fit because although that's a double DIN opening, the plastic for the dash is not double DIN size. So the top and bottom above the radio will have to be trimmed down to slide a double DIN receiver in there. But a lot of people have done it. It's not that big a deal. So that's about it. Maybe I'll shoot some more video later. We'll see.